I'm going to show you a little bit about the new EWOa software. The first thing that you'll notice when you open up the software is that you'll see you've got your most recent invoices listed below. From here you can edit, void, or reprint each invoice. We're going to start by creating a new invoice, and we'll click New EWOa. You'll see that you've got 4 different ways to find your contact. We're going to do the work for Duke University, so we'll click in the customer/lab lookup. We'll start typing Duke, and as you see, as I type, it'll start filtering the selection. So I'll finish out Duke. Our contact is going to be Alston. You'll see the contact information below under the customer information tab is already pre-populated. This is actually going to save a lot of time in getting the invoice ready. The work order number, we'll enter that. The service date, and I'm using the tab key to save time. Service date is going to stay the same. Reminder interval, set that at 180 days. You do have to do the work authorized by. Sometimes that's the same as the contact. If it is, just simply click same as contact. You also have to enter the number of data files. So we'll have 2 data files. Do the level 3 service. Now we're ready for the technical specs tab. This is going to be where your payment method is, the number of instruments, the calibration date formats. So we'll do 45 singles and 3 multis. No restrictions. We'll set the date formats. The calibration intervals, 180 days. Same thing for the cert intervals. Now, the PO number. If you're going to pay with that, you would do the PO number here. Okay. Under the instruments, you would do the instruments that you did. So we're doing singles. To manufacturer specs, you would do your samples. Okay. And then we're doing 3 multi-channels. We'll do 12 channels. Same level of service. Now ready for the list tab. This is where you'll enter your pipettes just as you would in previous EWOa. We'll do an example. And you would have the rest of the information. If you want to go over to the parts and maintenance calibration tab, this is where you'll actually enter the work that was done. So we did 45 single channels at a level 3. We'll say these were at $30 a piece. I just tabbed over and it automatically put it here as well as in the total for the amount. If you want to add another one, which we do because we had 3 multi-channels, click the add button. You would go down the list, find your service here. We're doing a level 3 12 channel. We did 3 of those. Tab over. We'll say those are $45 a piece. Alright, once you see you've got all your information here, we're also going to do search. We'll go to the search tab. The item, we did 12 channel, level 3. We'll do 3 search. $10 a piece. We're going to also add the search for the single channels. Now you'll see that the payment, the total payment is already calculating itself every time you add a record. So right now we're at $18.30. Parts, we won't have any parts, but if you did, you just go, you'll have, let's say we had to replace the battery drum. So we'll just click that. It's already got a unit price. You can edit that if you need to. If you've given the customer a different price, you can edit that. Let's say we gave them a price of $26. You can do that. Hit the save button or enter or tab. Either way you do it, it's going to put it here. If there's another part, you would click the add button and do it all over again. Under the miscellaneous tab, this is where you would do your travel, your discount, shipping, handling, items like that. We'll say we had a 10% discount for the customer. We'll put that in the description. If you don't put anything in the description, it's going to show up just as discounts on the printed work order. We'll have one discount. The unit price would be the discount. At 10% is going to be a negative and remember to put a minus sign in front of your unit price to make sure that that's going to go as a subtraction, not an addition. Okay, so we've got all our inputs done. We've got our total price here. Got all the work order information up at the top. So we're going to save and close. Close that. You'll see that your invoice is the first one on top. If you want to print that invoice, you can simply click Print EWOa and it'll tell you exactly what to do. You'll need to double click the invoice number. And here is your work order, as you see. It's a 3-page work order. The first page is going to have the customer information, which was already pre-populated. You didn't have to enter anything into that. Then you've got the summarization, your parts and maintenance, your certs, parts, and then if you've got any discounts. Next page is going to be a little more in detail about the work that was done by each item. And the last page is going to be the list. Okay. Let's say you needed to edit this work order. You would click Edit, just to the right of it, and you can go and change anything that you needed to change. Alright, so we'll save and close. Now there is another feature that you can also do from this menu. You can customize your EWOa. When you click that, you'll see a text box, 200 character limit, that you can type a message that would be inserted at the bottom of your work order. Now, I'll show you where that comes in at. If you double click your invoice, located at the very bottom of the report, you'll see it right on the very first page. Once you're done with your EWOa and everything is complete, you want to make sure that you edit your invoice and you check that the invoice is complete. Then you save. You can save and close. And now that you've done that, you're now ready to send your work orders to the home office. So you can click and you'd send them all to home office, and you would send them to completed. This will send all the invoices that you have checked complete to the home office. If you've messed up, you can click and go back, and that'll bring you back to the main menu where you can do anything that you need to.